Welcome to Reading Time with Monokuma.
Hey, howdy, hello! I'm Monokuma, and today I'm going to read you all a very special book. Now, you see, this book was given to me by my dear old friend Cha-Cha Jr. in the morn of 2013, right before his death. I'll be honest, he was a good friend of mine, but with his passing and the 10-year anniversary of his passing, so to speak, I thought it best to honor him by reading you all his story. This story was not written by him, I lied. The story is called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I'm gonna start reading it now, okay? Alright, cool. Alright. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Kuma Claus would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds.
Good night, my little boss baby.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in her kerchief, and he in his cap, had just settled their brains for a long winter's nap. Out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. He sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a flash,
Jesus Christ, am I tired.
tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
Someone better not be in my house or I'm gonna kill you.
The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below, when what to his wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
What the devil? Is that some... What? Is that a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer?
With a little old driver, so lively and quick, he knew in a moment it must be Monokuma. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and he shouted and called them by name. Now Dam, now Skay, now Taro and Fanny, on Kid, on Shoro, on Koro and Usami, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all!
Are they in the air? Are those bears flying?
As the leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up on the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Kuma Claus too. And then, in a twinkling he heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, as he drew in his head and was turning around.
Nagito's too tired to deal with it, I guess. Good thing I got my beast gun.
Down the chimney, St. Kuma Claus came with a bound!
Not just my luck.
He was dressed all in fur, from head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry! His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and his beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held right in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and he laughed when he saw him in spite of himself.
That's not Santa Claus. Nagito? Peko? Anyone? I think we got a raccoon problem.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave him to know he had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang up to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night!"
Yeah, screw you! Merry Christmas to you too, you cocksucker. Jesus, get out.
What a good book. It is really a good read. As I said before, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. And, yeah.
What the god? Why is that dirty little freak? Why is that dirty little freak wearing a Santa hat?
Oh, man, Jesus. Hello, it's me. Ryoma Hoshi. Ryoma Hoshi. Ryoma Hoshi. Ryoma Hoshi. Ryoma Hoshi.
That's enough.
All right, Ryomas, go back to sleep. Mika, we need to kill this guy. Bear spotted! Nagito, go! It's Nagito. Of course. All the time I let Nagito stay in the house.
Like a dog.